everybody, and welcome to the APPy Hour, where we do music with apps on the iPad. And we also talk about musical subjects, composition, and all kinds of cool things, so you don't actually have to be an iOS musician to play along. And I'm Leela, and this is my muse, the pie. We must feed the muse. And that is one of my things. So first I'm going to quickly introduce something about 432 music, and then I'm going to say hi to you, and then we're going to jump into the iPad and get hard at work. Right on. Okay. So I'm just going to quickly sort of play this little tiny bit of soft Soundbox here. Ooh, this is in 432. So, when we talk about tuning music to 432 hertz, we're talking about, it's kind of a mix of science, myth, and feeling. We don't know if it's the universal law or the universal frequency, but it can still be a conscious musical choice, way of shaping how you experience sound. And basically, intention is the real magic here, right? So, do you guys know anything about 432? Do you think it changes how we experience music? Can you just give me what you know about it in the general? Yes, she always asks for more. Always. Right? So, in 1955, we standardized ISO to 440 hertz. Before that, pitch varied wildly. Baroque orchestras often used A at 415 hertz. Verdi argued for 432 hertz. So this is the pitch where A is. So for A at 440, that's the thing. So then there kind of became a movement about it. People formed online communities and they framed it as the natural frequency of the universe, and like tie it to sacred geometry, the Schumann resonance, earth resonance, and cosmic healing. There's no confirmed science on all of that, but apparently people do feel a difference when they're tested. They feel it, like it feels warmer or more natural or something. So you don't actually have to worry about whether you don't really have to worry about whether or not it actually has that full vibe, right? It's a creative choice. It's an aesthetic choice. It's like choosing a different synth sound. And like Thomas raises a good thing. He says raising the pitch slightly would probably be a better than lowering. They used to speed up the tape on recording slightly to give it more energy and kick. Well, see, that's the thing. 432 hertz stuff is for relaxation. So kind of that's sort of the cool bit here. And so the difference in the sound is that it's 31.77 cents lower than 432. That's less than a semitone. It's subtle, but you can hear it. There's no hard science that it's a healing frequency, but when you pair it with a slower tempo, like a low soothing timbre, and the intention to have that kind of music, then, right, perfect. So let's turn up what we've got going on here. It's okay, kitty. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna switch, right? So right now, this is in 432. Now I'm going to mute this one, and I'm gonna change this to the same sound in. I might need my glasses for that. My audio modern glasses. It's called Glimmer. And it's at 432. So I'm going to go back and choose another pack. Regular Naiad. Now we're adding glimmer. That's the exact same. Now I'm going to change the other one. If this is melodity, the sound is called scatterel. So I'm going to flip over here. Now we're going to turn this back on. We're going to hear, now this is 440. So tell me, do you feel a difference? I hear a difference for sure. It is a little bit more warm, and she always needs / wants treats. I'll give you just a couple more, sweetie. She's a funny girl. All right. I am going to say hello to y'all real quick now. And then we're going to dive in, and we're going to use these awesome sound packs and a couple of other little hints to get things into 432 in your music. Right, here's the apps we're working with today, Soundbox and Kompose Audio. And that's pinned to the top, so everything is good. Okay, we've got Feisty Feather here. We've got Jim Shannon, who is lurking and having a little problems with his vision. So everybody send some good 432 hertz vibes to him. Country Walking. Hello there. Forest of the Wolf, nice to see you. Kubrick Lover, enjoy your food. Thomas Christ, the Magical Mod, the Legend of Lynx. And Heathen Granny is here. Leela the Professor, yes. Nerdy Professor. Here's my link tree. That's also right up here for all the things that you would want to know about. Semtex Cow, hope you're back. You can join Pi and me on YouTube. Super chat, super stickers, all that really is up here. Or you can just follow what Thomas said. Seagull Rock, yeah, 420, exactly. Allie, what's up, lady? And Jamie Lynn, the beauty. Oh my gosh, I have all the pretty ladies with me today. And I can say that because I'm also a lady. The real Justine, whoa. This is Hot Girl Summer. Let's go. And Hubs is here too. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. I'm dying to get to work here. So, boom, let's go do that. Let's tune in. Ilya, my beautiful iPad, and me and the pie in the corner. Boom. Here we go. Ah. All right, here we are. Let's first discuss Soundbox. This is the easy way. We'll show you the hard way later, but let's come back and show you the easy way. Now we're going to mute this one out again. And I've already got something rolling here, so let's just let's come back to our Naiad 432 and we'll just audition some sounds. Here's Airstream. Oh, right. My comment is covering your face. I am. I was hiding. I'm having a bad face day. No, actually, it's not that bad of a face day. Happy days. All right. So, I got a little sound sidetrack. So Soundbox is the main box you're playing in, and Kompose Audio is the company whose sounds I am showing you. So that's Airstream, by the way. So Naiad is a fluid and dreamy atmosphere, and melodity is quirky melodic textures, and we'll be going there next. So this is just one bar long. We could actually slow this down. Let's slow down our let's slow down to 60 and we'll have a real slow vibe. That's nice. So this is just regular old C major because I figured that's the easiest way to kind of get you guys into it. So here we've got our Airstream, and now we'll next go to Echo Felt. So as you can see, I'm gonna full size this. Woo, there we go. So as you can see, I'm here in Naiad 432. Just quickly importing packs. You download them and then you just hop in, import pack, and it's easy peasy because all you need to do is go to your navigate, click, and it's installed. So we'll pull up this little window here. So that's pretty, huh? The STEM librarian. Right, this one's Frey. Ooh, I like that. It has kind of a little trumpet thing that falls off into it. So literally all I did was, I've got two little things going here. We got Glimmer next. Glimmer is what we were using before. It sounds amazing. I'm not a STEM librarian. I'm a stern librarian. Wow, I love this Glimmer. It's really nice. Let's go with Glow. Hey, some guy, what's up? Oh, wow. This is pretty sweet. There's Kindred. That's also really beautiful. And Mirai. Note at the top it says this requires Soundbox 1.0.7 because Soundbox got souped up recently, so you definitely got to roll up. Mirai, that's nice. That just sounds like kind of, it sounds like a filtered out highway sound. It sounds like you're in a very expensive hotel that's built next to a freeway. Here's Mirage. Another really beautiful. I have to crack this up. If you're listening in headphones, it has some real intense, like, flowing around. This is called Riven. Ooh, that's nice. I might use that one for this project. Ooh, Seren. There's 15 sounds in this one. I might have to keep that. It's so hard. If any of you guys like one of these more than the other, let me know. Tidal, this one's called. Next is Timefold. I didn't love Tidal all that much. It's lovely, but it didn't make me want to make some music. Oh, I love fancy hotels. You know where the fanciest hotel I've ever stayed in was at Peter Island. I stayed in one of the villas. My friend was a lawyer, and she got a settlement, so they gave her the thing that was reserved for the lead counsel that was going to come. And boy, they took away all the servants that came with it, but they had already partly stocked the kitchen. It was magical. That Peter Island is in the British Virgin Islands, by the way. This is Trance, this one called. Click for favorite on Seren, Riven, Mirai. This Trace is what it's called, actually. Woven 1. Robbie Stingle, Rubes, what's up? Yeah, I'm sorry it's hard to hear, Als. My little fish cake. All right, last one, Woven 2. And then we'll move on to Melodity. And then we're going to get hardcore into making something, like maybe a thing that you could sleep to. Ooh, Woven 2 is way nicer than Woven 1. Let's see, what did Siren sound like? Let's see, Mirage. It's pretty nice. Marae. Choose one. Choose one. Kindred. I like Kindred because we're kindred. We're happy brothers and sisters in our musical love. How about Glow? Empirism, what's up? Ooh, yes, let's keep Glow. And Glow gets clicked with Fave. All right. Now we're going to mute this one. We're going to unmute this one. Now we're coming into Melodity. Boop, boop, let's go. Let's see if 432 gives us anything. Nope. Well, maybe that's just because it's in a thing. So we'll unselect Melodity. I'm going to see if 432 works in here. Ooh, show keyboard. Oh, there. See, look, if you type 432, it comes, you get all, there's more than just these 2 sound packs. I'm only featuring these 2 sound packs today because they happen to be brand new. But there are more sound packs. There's Fluxora Soundscape. We don't even know where that is. If we turned it on, we can find out. It's in Phase Fusion Collection. Kompose Audio has a lot of these 432s, and I suggest that you look at their website and find out. All right, let's do Melodity 432. We'll X this, and now we're going to put in Fractal. That sounds beautiful. So now Nimbrin is next. These are running, this has those 1 bar things is running through a Harmony Bloom, which is an amazing app, by the way. So your Harmony Bloom is basically taking each one and turning it into a little bit of a ARP. This Nimbrin, I liked the Fractal. Then we got Rimplin. That's nice. I love it. They are odd. They are odd sounds, but they're lovely. Hey, cow. You're back. This is Audiloom. It's very quiet. You can barely hear it. I can barely hear it, so I bet you can barely hear it. Let's go to Jabella. Ooh, these are high sounds. That's nice. I'll give that a little plus. Next, Mellow Pinch. This one's called Scatterel. This is the one I had on before. Yeah, I love them too, Sam. Boom kitty. This is really quiet. Ooh, they're high and pretty. Just have to turn them up. You could just right here. Turn them up. Video games in space, yeah. Plinkra. Yeah, these are really quiet. I'm going to crank this. And even give it like, I'm going to give it a little Medusa. Hype enhancer. You hear a little bit of it. Here's Plecora. Hey, Easy Herbs. Blink 432. I mean, you always come up with the clever little quips like that. Yeah, this has got kind of a low, sort of a... You could make a pack like this out of some of Easy Urban's stuff. This is Frobula. This is Spindleaf. They sound kind of little detuned and funky. Oddro. This one's a lot more delicate. Welcome to your hell. All right, Ebora's coming up next. Audro was really nice. Ooh, so are these. Tattermist. Now, Duskleaf. These names are amazing. That's pretty awesome. Next comes Brimwisp. Also very cool. Sablefray. That's awesome. Klinkra. Pretty cool. Splintwisp. Pretty cool. Sindlethorn. Nice and dark. Fleckrow. Right? Fleckrow's pretty darn cool. Frablin. Oh my god, these are amazing. This reminds me of... I'm just probably going to use that one. Twispin. Pretty cool. Fleuret. They sound... It sounds like an IKEA catalog, right? Patricelli. Oh god, these are freaking awesome too. Okay, let's go Frablin. So that's everything. There we go. That's beautiful, right? So we've just got this lovely little thing going. Okay, whoops. I don't want to duplicate that. I wanted to remove it. So the way you remove channels is right here underneath. You tap on the name of it and tap to confirm. I don't need a file player. So there's a couple like there's like you could do like you could put in some drums. Let's throw in, I say, let's do J-amp percussive in here. Oops. Show keyboard. Make that big. We'll look at our kits. Electro jazz, maybe. No, that's a little too tribal. Techno by Slush. Yeah, I kind of like that. And that's a little intense, so let's go see what our sequencer looks like. Oh, we've got a lot of mutate on. We get our kick. We just have a little kick on the 2, on the 4. Little 4 snares. Little ride, no crashes, no toms. Get the cowbells out, I think. Sorry, cowbells. Oops. Let's see if there's anything to be done, like to detune them. You can detune these, pitch bend them, mess them up, but you could simply do something like Eventide's micro pitch. Whoops, micro pitch. There we go. And right in here. So, pitch. It's down 9 cents. So, there we go. You can, like, 31 cents. Minus 31 cents. Whoops. It's not going backwards. Let's check all the factory presets. Chorus plus pitch, delays, special effects. Whoop, 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 whoop. I saw a minus there before. There we go. Oh, there we go. Minus 31. There we go. And we want the mix to be all A, all B. So now this is actually and then apparently there's micro tuning in Alteza. So listen to that. Let's see if we've got where that... See, oh, there we go. Pitch 1 and pitch 2. Oh, these are semitones, so it doesn't look like you can get... Yeah, a whole semitone is too much. It looks like micro pitching, but it doesn't seem to really matter because you're actually already... See, we just take out some of that. Now we've got this kind of... Let's listen to these kind of wet drums. They're kind of detuned. And wet drums. Uh-oh, something just went crash out there. Sounds really cool. AC1 Saturator is a good pitch plugin. Now, imagine, okay, now we'll look at something like, we're going to look at Nerd Synth. Nerd Synth. Hey, Cinnamon, what's up? Good to see ya. Evanescence got their name. No, evanescent is a word. Did they really? So here you go. If you come into Pro, right here in the center of the Pro tab of NerdSynth is tuning. Check it out. Tuning will remain set globally and is not saved with presets. Okay. Now we tune the whole synth down to 432. Boom. How cool is that? I know, NerdSynth. So since it doesn't change, let's see what we've got. We need a better sound than that. So we'll tune this down like a fifth below. Filter, let's get rid of all that attack. Let's throw on some release. Decay. Those don't sound good, but so here I'm gonna get us in the C. Take our velocity. All right, here we throw up the attack on this. Let's try. That's a little prettier for this. Let's go in the LFO and let's mess around. Let's throw an LFO on it. Throw on a little bit of a filter stuff. Filters always make stuff sound good. Let's add a little effects. Let's add some lo-fi. Little ring mod crush. Yeah, let's find our pretty crazy, right? Let's move it back up again to like up in the C4s. That's a little too crazy for this. Put Commodore 64 in the blender. In the blender. Oh, our filter. Gotta turn this way down anyway. I know, it's very alien-y. But see, the thing is with this, now we've got it retuned, so you could actually just, you don't have to make your own. Although, let's save this one. save. Save new preset. We'll call it grunge. Now we come back in and let's find something kind of soft and let's quickly solo that. That sounds great. Let's double check. There we are. We're still tuned at 432. Now we can play. Oh, thank you so much, Live to Fly channel, for the pie treats. Oops. Mucho appreciation-o. For sure. Doctor Who. Who. Right on. Yeah, so we can just be like, so there's that, and you can actually do things like let's see. And so, oh, I gotcha. So here we have, let's show you how to do this with a bus. So we'll pick audio, and we will choose mix bus, receive from bus A, and then we're gonna select this and we're gonna move it here. And now our drums are no longer so we'll probably want to do this with the Alteza too. We want to, although yeah, select it and let's add it. Oops. Move here. So now what we're gonna do, listen to this, we'll solo that. Now this is not in 432 anymore, so if we want to 432 it, we just send it to the mix bus. There it is all. So now we can just open up, we can just start another synth. Let's open up another synth and do that. Let's find something that, I'll do an audio, something that does a, let's see, let's find just any old, let's go Synth Master 2. And we'll just put up a random, now we'll move this keyboard over here. And if you hop in here, you just go load random. Well, let's not do that. Load random. Keep on loading a random one until I find a good one. Ooh, yeah, that's not bad right there. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this shift bud. Wow. So that sounds a little off. So what we want to do is now we can throw that into the mix bus. And now it fits. How easy is that? Wicked cool. Boom, 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 boom. You could even do the same thing. Let's add one of these. Let's add Launchpad. You could actually retune your Launchpad by sending it to the mix bus, or let's duplicate this mix bus, and now we're gonna go replace. We're gonna receive from mix bus B because we don't want all of that. We don't want all that Alteza on there. So this time we go mix bus, receive from bus B, and then we'll get rid of that. Now first we're gonna put something, let's grab like this hollow. This is nice and slow. We'll tune it to C major, which is A minor. And then we'll hit in. Whoa, that's a little loud. Usually drums don't even need to be tuned necessarily. So now we've got bass in there, so we definitely gonna need to send this to mix bus B. There we go. Now it fits. How easy was that? In the silence, dream on to the night, your evanescence. Ooh, why don't you relax? Relax. Sounds pretty awesome. Let's just take each one and... Oh, let me get that effect off my voice. We'll take each one, we'll solo it one by one. There's our... Let's choose another sound and let's make a very slightly different one because we've got a few more minutes. Hey Costa, what's up? Let's try Glimmer. There we go, that's nice. So we're just gonna do the exact same thing with just a few different little bits. Now it's a little different. Now solo this. So it's like... We just made a random kit. So we'll change this cymbal. I think that cymbal's driving me nuts. So let's take the cymbal sound. Take that velocity down. Take our mallet down. Take our noise down. Whee! Let's change our nerd synth sound. Of course. Ooh. Well, that needed a... Why not add this? We could add this nerd synth back into, let's mix bus A. Oops. There it is. It's got kind of that little buzz. We'll turn this. You can turn the volume down in here. See, like this. See? Now let's come back in here. Let's get us a different. See if there might even be a whole different. Ooh, retro mist. That's nice, and that should be nice too. There we go, a little bleak bass. Woo! And in here you could mess with that. You can just turn the bass down a little bit. So this is just now a little slightly different vibe. Now everything's all nice and tuned into 432. How cool is this? I'm gonna do some more singing in there, I think, for fun on this one, right? I love my Soundbox and my packs by Kompose audio. Big thanks to Kompose. We don't have to worry. You can relax. You can let go with your 432. You can get into the flow. Alright, we'll just turn that down a little bit. Nice. And I'll get back to you with my face, everybody. And we're going to talk about what's going on the rest of the week. Right, let's get me and my mountain and my face back in. Is 432 the new 420, right? This is awesome. So tomorrow I'm going to do another Leelaversity show as they're called. So that's separate from the art therapy shows in that it's more esoterically about random stuff that's connected to being a musician or an artist. So when we do that, we learn things like tunings like this, and we also learn things about like how to use YouTube Studio to look at your analytics. But tomorrow we're going to kind of cross back into APPy Hour territory by doing a show on sampling, remixing, and covering, and the differences between those and how you can do fun stuff with that, right? Very, very awesome. So there we go. Tomorrow I have Leelaversity, sampling versus remixing versus covering, 5 p.m. Eastern. Right? Yes, don't ever look at the analytics. Exactly. And then, of course, Wednesday will be Fur and Frets. And it will be in 440 hertz, I think. So you can tune your instruments down, by the way, 31.77 cents. That is like, you could just do it with your little tuner and all that. It's just easy as my co-star pie. So tomorrow we're going to look at sampling. Tomorrow we're looking at sampling and stuff. Wednesday we're going to be doing my usual guitar, singing, and laughing and having fun and celebrating the middle of the week show. And of course, Friday night is the Midnight Chill. So next up, I'm going to send you all to, and I've already got my redirect, i.e. dump, which was coined by our friend Jade Starr, where we're going next. She's going to do Ghost Chorus by Simon Alexander. I'm pretty excited about this. As always, I love the Simon Alexander apps. They are rock and roll. So, as I always say, biggest love to everyone. All the peace you can carry, all the peace in your pocket, handing it out, giving it up, being a slut of peace. That's what we do here, my friends. And I will see you over at Jade's. And with that said, it's time to go.